This video is a demonstration of the visual benchmark for Excel Level 1 Chapter 2. It might help you with some of the formatting issues that people frequently have with this lesson, and especially since you are towards the beginning of your Excel training. So first of all, notice that the numbers beneath the top numbers that have the dollar signs next to them are not quite in alignment. The top two numbers, as you can see, we chose the accounting number format, which basically means that there's a dollar sign in front of it with that dollar sign button and then two decimal places. The numbers beneath those top numbers on column C and D are a little to the right of those top numbers, and we want to fix that. So that's what we're going to do right now. I've selected cells C4 through D9, and then I'm going to click on that comma style button. Notice that now those numbers are aligned beneath the top numbers, and also up there in the number format, notice that that also says accounting, but that's the accounting with the comma style and not the dollar sign. Now everything's nice and even. Beneath the construction projects, you have the same issue going on actually. Notice that those top numbers do not have decimal points though. So if you select the cells B15 through D19, that'll be your first step. And then click that comma style button again, and notice that it's got two decimal points at the end of it. Now also those negative numbers have changed. We're going to decrease the decimals, and notice again that the negative numbers have changed to have parentheses around them rather than a negative sign in front of them. Makes everything consistent. That's common in accounting format. Now at the bottom of this exercise, you are instructed to put in formulas for averages where it says test averages for test number 1, 2, and 3. Beneath that you see the test weights, and that means that the first test is 25% of the grade, the second is also 25% of the grade, and then the third is 50% of the grade. And then you're told to put a formula under the weighted average that calculates those percentages, and this is similar to an exercise that you completed in the projects portion of Chapter 2. So when I click on cell E24 and look up in the formula bar, I've inserted this formula there. That is B30 times B24 plus C30 times C24 plus D30 times D24. And notice that the B30, C30, and D30 are absolute cell references. That means that those numbers won't change when I'm copying the formula down. Remember, our formulas adjust according to frequently rows and columns. So I'm going to show you what this looks like if I do not use those absolute cell references. So let me delete my formulas out of the E column there under weighted average. And now I'm going to insert those same formulas we had before, but I'm not going to use absolute cell references for B30, C30, and D30. So now I've got E30 times B24 plus C30 times C24 plus D30 times D24. And then I hit my check mark, and the first one's okay. That first formula is okay, but notice what happens when I copy that formula down. It gives me zeros. And if you click on, for instance, the 25th row there, and then the other ones, you can see that it's adjusting, that B30 is now B31, and since there's nothing in the 31st row, it's multiplying numbers by 0, which gives us a total of 0. So that needs to be fixed, so that remains B30, C30, and D30. I'm going to click where it says B30 and hit my F4 button that's at the top of the keyboard. Same thing for C30. F4 at the very top, your F keys at the top of your keyboard, and then the same for D30, and then enter that. And now I'm going to take out some decimals so that it will round up to that 70%. Oops, I messed up there. I'll fix that in a minute. And then I copy that down, and now those first numbers in each of those multiplication parts remain the same. Okay, I hope this helps.